Good morning, guys. Welcome. Let me see here. Angle us down. It's just a little bit. All right. That looks pretty good. We can see, sorta, right? Do I need to angle this down just a little bit more? Let's see, Jenny. Good morning. Good morning. Trying to get in here and not cut off the top of my head. So it looks like I'm gonna have to do this again. I apologize. Just have to get it in that perfect spot. Okay, if you're joining me live today, welcome. You are in for a treat. We're gonna do legs and cardio. So you will need just a few dumbbells, hardly any equipment this morning. So what I want you to grab is a mat. Maybe some extra padding for your knees. I just have an extra mat nearby. You can always roll up the mat you've got to. And then as far as weights go, we're only going to use a single dumbbell this morning. So if you have access to heavier dumbbells, I want you to grab just one that's heavy, because we're just using one, right, for our legs. So I chose two because I don't quite know where I'm going to be at today, and you can do the same. I've got a 25-pound dumbbell and a 15-pound dumbbell. Side note, if you do not have dumbbells that go up to a heavy enough range for you to challenge yourself on a leg day, then grab two dumbbells. Does that make sense? So I'm just going to be using one. You can always hold two in your hands. So if you say only have 10-pound dumbbells and you need more than 10 pounds, then grab both of them. So we're only going to be using one. I always encourage people to choose a few different weights because you can switch it up in the middle of class. I want you to challenge yourself. A lot of times you're like, what the heck is Erin even gonna do today, right? So I don't know how much weight I need. So grab a couple different weights. Again, I've got a 25-pound dumbbell and a 15-pound dumbbell. I'm gonna be demonstrating the moves with just one. If you don't have very heavy dumbbells at your house, grab two, and you can always use no weight at all. All right, if you're joining me live, go ahead and say hello. I'm gonna come up and see who's with me this morning here in just a second. This class is going to be an interval style class. We're gonna get lots of cardio with a lower body strength focus, all right? So what I like to do for my interval classes is we usually do about 50 or 60 seconds of work. And then in between those 50 or 60 seconds, there's a 10-second rest so that I can explain the next move, basically. And sometimes I do a horrible job doing that, so be ready. My allergies are still driving me crazy, so those of you who've been working out with me for a while know two things. One, I'm probably gonna have to wipe my nose several times during class, especially the ones I'm jumping around. And two, there's a reasonably good chance that my 4-year-old Braden will show up in the middle of class, and we never know what he's gonna do. So be prepared for both of those things. Tina, my new friend today, welcome, welcome. Sarah, how are you? Courtney, Jenny. Now, let me say this. I know there's a bunch of you that work out at home and do not have the live chat. And welcome to you as well. It's really fun for me to get to know some of the people that work out with me consistently. And those of you that are brave enough or even willing to say hi, I appreciate it. And it's fun for me to get to know you. But those of you who don't have access to live chat or who just don't want to say hi, that's okay too. Hello. But Tina mentioned to me today that this is her first day. So everybody can say hi to Tina, and there may be some more of you out there that it's your first day as well, or that are recent newcomers to my classes, and I want to welcome you guys. But those of you on the live chat, say hi to Tina. Tell her that this basically is just going to be like a spa day, and she'll be so relaxed at the end, right? Okay, so who else just logged on there? Lacey, good morning. Okay, you guys need dumbbells, so we're going to grab one single dumbbell is all you'll need, but remember you want to choose a few different sizes. So because we're only using one on leg day, I've got a really heavy one for me, a 25, and then I've got a 15. If you don't have weights that are heavy enough for your lower body, just holding one, then grab two, okay? Get a couple different sizes. Again, for me, I've got a 25, because just one in legs, right? And I've got a 15. We're gonna get started here. In just a second, let me get my timer. Grab a mat. If you like to listen to music, which I suggest because my jokes get really, really old, then turn some music on. I am not texting my friends or my husband. I am just getting up our timer because we're about to get started, okay? All right. Who else just said? Jenny. Oh, thank you, Jenny. Jenny says welcome to Tina. Tina, if you're not close enough to see, welcome, welcome. Okay, you guys ready? Ready for some serious cardio with some leg stuff thrown in. All right, here's our first move. I just want you to start out with me. I'm gonna turn to the side. We're gonna do a forward lunge and a walkout plank. Take it slow, all right? You ready? Here we go. Forward lunge. And then we're just gonna walk out into a plank position. You do not have to go quick. We're just kind of loosening up those muscles. Other leg. Forward lunge. If you feel really, really tight and you don't want to go down very low in your lunge yet, that's fine too. Monday, I'm usually not feeling too tight. By Wednesday, everything is really sore and I can't go very low, usually for the first like 3 moves. So today, my soreness is worked out. I took Sunday off. And so we'll see how low I can go on these first few. About a minute of work, and then I'll let you know where we're going next. Keep going. And we're gonna walk it forward. And then one more on the other side. Lunge. And we're gonna walk it forward. And bring it back. Now I'm gonna throw in the weight right here in the beginning of class. I'm gonna start with, I said I got a real heavy one and a lighter one. So I'm gonna grab my 115, you can hold 2, my 1 single 15. Makes sense? You're like, wow, 115, nice. Okay, I want you to get your right leg forward. We're gonna do a static lunge with a back leg lift. Ready? Here we go. Static. Lift, same leg, static lunge, leg lift. So on the weighted portions, you have to figure out what weight is challenging for you. You don't even have to use weight. But if you leave class today and you're like, that was not a very hard workout, you need heavier weight. Okay, lunge, lift, lunge, and lift. So you want to keep your weight in that front leg, kind of leaning forward the whole time. It doesn't even matter if you switch arms. You just want that weight, you know, tired, switch it up. All right, 3 more. 3, 2, last one. And 1, put your weight down. We're doing our lunge walkout again. Ready? Here we go. Lunge. Walk it out. This one you alternate. Come on back. Other leg. And you guys can guess after this, we're going to do a static lunge with a back leg lift. On the other side, lunge. But we want to be good and warm because I got some stuff coming up for you today. Other leg, lunge, walk it out. Get all the way out in that plank. If you're slower than me, fine. See what the move is, make it your own. If you're faster than me, that's fine too, but don't let your form suffer. So you do need to get clear out in that plank. Meaning, butt comes down. We want to warm up our core as well. One more on each side. One. And other one. Walk it out. All right. Grab your weight. Don't worry, we're going to do a ton of stuff today. You're not going to be lopsided if you choose a heavier or lighter weight on the other side. You felt what it felt like on the first side. If you feel like you need more weight, get more weight. If you feel like you need less, get less. All right, here we go. We've done this one. Static lunge, lift. Static lunge, and lift. You guys know how important balance is to me, and it should be to you too. So this is going to incorporate some balance into our workout already. Notice, do you struggle with balance? Are you getting better? If you're struggling to balance, lifting that back leg up, find something to look at that doesn't move. Don't look at your screen. Hang in there, keep going. We're not done yet, you got about 10 seconds. One more. And there we go. Now, put your weight on the ground in front of you. I'm gonna turn to the side in just a second, but we're gonna do a clean jerk. So make sure the weight that you have, you can raise it over your head safely, because I know some of you are really pushing those heavy weights. So I wanna let you know that first. Okay, I'm gonna turn to the side. You don't have to, I just want you to see. We're gonna alternate. Clean and jerk, set it down, burpee, okay? Ready? Let's give it a try. Doesn't matter which arm you start with. Set it down, out, back. Other arm. Make sense? Get going. Out, back. Again, I am just the director of this class. It's your class. So, faster, slower is up to you. Make it your own. Make it work for you. If you need a heavier weight, you're responsible for that. Out, back. Lift with your legs, not your low back. So when you come up by that weight, stay low. Woo! I was so sore last week, especially in the legs. It was awesome. So we're gonna try and do just as well this week. Out and back. Keep going. We're not there yet. Ten seconds. And you can do it. Don't quit. I don't care if you slow down, but don't quit. One more on each side. Boom, nice. Okay, we're gonna do skiers. I want you to grab your single dumbbell. We're gonna take this slow because we gotta be careful. Your dumbbell is gonna switch hands. We're just gonna get started. See what I'm doing, mirror it, see how you feel with that weight. Switch, 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 all right? Give it a try. If you do not feel comfortable swapping your weight, tossing your weight, set it down. We're doing weighted skiers. Keep your arms strong. So notice how my arm is bent still. I'm not out of control swinging. Keep it in tight. Keep it in tight. Keep your weight forward. You didn't know this class would require such coordination, right? Such athleticism. Good job, guys. We're gonna hang in here for a second. Get that heart rate nice and high. if you can pick up the pace, do it. You should be breathing heavy. 15 seconds. Five more seconds. And there we go. All right. Set that dangerous weight down. Side lunge with a knee touch, no weight. We're going this way. Here we go. Side lunge, touch, lunge, touch. Keep your weight in your heel. Again, speed is on you. I want your heart rate up. So if you can get down low and pop up and get that knee high and go faster than me, that's awesome. Do it. Remember, you want to bend this knee. We're not doing one of these with the waist, okay? It's leg day. Get your weight in your heel. I think we have more than one leg day this week. So it's one of several. If you come to all my classes, you will hit basically every muscle group in your body this week. If you miss some, you might miss a few muscle groups. Not the end of the world, but if you care, pay attention to what we're working. Today it's all over lower body. I'm not getting specific. Compound moves. But later on in the week, we've got some upper body stuff and some core stuff. If you miss that, you need to do it on your own. All right, guys, we're doing 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. All right. Back to our skiers with no weight. This is a low skier. You want to keep your knees bent and your butt down. Let's give it a try. Low skiers. So you want to stay really low. That being said, and you should be going. If it hurts your back, then come up high. That's all right. You can do some of these. Try to keep that knee bent. This is just going to burn out those glutes and quads. Keep your weight forward. I was picking raspberries all day yesterday, so my back. I'm getting to that age. I feel like I need to wear some sort of back support while I'm picking stuff from my garden because my back gets really tired. So, hang in there with me. Seconds. 5. And last 1. All right. Don't get lightheaded. Keep a little bend in your knee. We're going to do our side lunge, knee touch. Ready? Let's do it. Side lunge. Several years ago, a lot of years now, I moved from southern Utah to central Washington. And I lived on a little bit of a farm. But we've, in the last few years, moved to my husband's grandparents' farm. We bought it. And now I really live on a farm. So, funny, right now, I am so busy. And it's not what you would think or what I would have ever thought. I am busy picking all day, every day, stuff from our orchard and garden. So we'll see. We'll see if I totally, fully convert to the garden life, or if I hit the wall at some point and I'm like, no more picking. It sure tastes so good though. It's so fun to pick all that stuff that you grew, and it tastes way better. So those of you that garden, I'm not fully converted yet. My sister is a full-on lover of gardening, but I enjoy it. I'm open to it. I'm giving it a try. 10 seconds. I sure like to eat it though. 2 more. 2. And 1. All right, we're laying on our tummy. Your hips might dig into the earth a little bit. So if you need that extra padding, now is when you want to sit it right over your hips, because we're laying on our tummy. We want to keep our quads off the mat for this whole set. Follow along, okay? Feet together. Here's what you got. Lift, 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 lift. Get going. Lift and lift. Now try not to use your upper body like that. Relax your upper body. Lift your quads off the ground. Lift your quads. Lift, 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 and lift. Squeeze your back side. You're gonna feel this in your lower back a bit, but I want you to try to squeeze your glutes. Squeeze to lift your legs. Use those glutes and hamstrings. Lift, lift, up, and up. We have 15 seconds, hang in there. You guys, you got this, keep going. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. 1 more, both positions. 1 and 1. All right, we're back up on our feet. We're gonna get that heart rate high again. Okay, don't overthink the counting of this. We're gonna kick our butt with both heels, and then we're gonna do a jack. We'll try 1, see how it goes. 1 jack. Ready? Here we go. Kick, jack, kick, jack. The reason why I don't want you to get super hung up on the counting, do what feels natural. Notice how I'm doing a little bounce at the bottom to gather myself. That's fine. Maybe some of you don't do that. Maybe some of you do more than 1 little bounce. Don't overthink stuff. It's just designed to get your heart rate up. If you can't do a double butt kick, don't change if it's hard. But if you're physically unable, kick, kick, okay? I was gonna say, try to land softly, but I'm not. So, do better than me. 10 seconds. One more. Nice, catch your breath. Okay. We're gonna do a pivoting lunge combo. Start with me. Come down in the squat position. Pivot. Lunge. This leg. Kick. Bring it back. Middle. Side. Kick. Bring it back to a lunge. Middle. Side. Kick. Bring it back. Lunge. Got it? Middle. You can make it more poppy if you're able. If you want to go faster, go faster. Squat. Lunge. Kick. Lunge. Kick. Quads are going to be feeling this one. Try to keep your weight back in that squat, this one. Weights in your heels. We have a few more. Don't give up. One more time, over and back. Kick, lunge, squat, lunge, kick, and that is that. Great job. All right. We're gonna do a bridge. So you're gonna sit. I want your butt down for now. Hands on the ground, okay? All right. We are going to switch legs up. You're gonna go switch, switch. And you can tap your butt on the ground. Get going. Get your neck in a neutral position. Look down towards your feet, not up like this. Okay? You want to switch in the middle and go as fast as you can. Some of you might be here. Woo! Some of you might be there just for a second. If you need to modify, regroup at the bottom and just do a kick like so. But try to make those switch kicks work because this is where our heart rate gets real high. That's what we want. We'll take a rest in 10 seconds. So give me everything you got. Pick up the pace. 5 seconds. 2, 1. Have a seat. Nice. Let's get up on our feet. That is a contender for my worst move of the morning. Right there. Okay. Wide squat, cross jack. Looks like this. Okay. Ready? Here we go. Squat, switch, switch, squat, switch, switch. You can do what you want with your arms. Switch, switch. Man, I'm sweating now. I have a pair of leggings that are my all-time favorite. They control your tummy. They suck everything in. They are not see-through. I'm going to talk about them today. I tried to get out here to talk about them before I was all sweaty, and I could not make it. Too many things in my house kept coming up. So I'm going to be talking about my cute leggings while I am drenched in sweat, which is kind of how it goes around my house. So don't judge the cuteness of my leggings by what I happen to look like while wearing them, because I'll be a sweaty, messy disaster. 10 seconds. Give me one more. Cross, cross. Nice job. 10 seconds to gather yourself. We're going to be kneeling down on the ground. If you need extra padding, grab a pillow, extra mat, or just roll up your mat. We're going to be kneeling and standing, okay? All right. I might just have to kneel on the ground if this gets in my way. Let's start out kneeling all the way down. You ready? Go ahead and come with me with whatever leg you want. You're going to go down. Whichever leg you went down on, you're going to come up, kick, kick, and kick. Make a little bit of sense, possibly. Okay, your speed is your own. If you cannot get down on the ground, if it hurts your knees or your back, just do alternating front kicks. We can modify, it's cool. Woo! And I might fall down. Let's see. Boom! We're not done yet, keep going. About 5 seconds. Let's get 2 in. So here's 1. Boom. Last one. There we go. Nice. All right. This is another one you're not going to overthink. Roundhouse kick. Couple of hops. Roundhouse kick on the other side. Let's give it a try. Roundhouse. Boom, boom. Roundhouse. Boom, boom. Roundhouse. Hop. Now, don't worry too much about how high you can kick. Lower back, tightness, flexibility, and hamstring flexibility will play a big role. Bring it around as high as you can. Give me 2 little pops. Just helps you switch legs. Pop, pop, boom. Pop, pop. This is where we get our heart rate up again. If you don't feel like you're dying, speed it up and make your little poppy hops higher. Boom, boom. High, high. There's always ways to increase your heart rate on moves. So think about that. If you find stuff that's too easy, your cardiovascular health is going to get better as we work out. You're going to need to push yourself harder than you're used to doing as you consistently come work out with me. So you got to have that in your mind. This is what I would normally do. How can I make it bigger? How can I make it harder? Jumping higher, getting lower, using your arms more. Those are all ways. 15 seconds. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. 1 more. Boom, nice. Tina's like, that was not 60 seconds. That was way longer. And those of you that have been working out with me are like, yeah. Okay, we're gonna pick up our heavy weight, right? Because we're gonna do a curtsy lunge with a 1-legged deadlift. Same leg, okay? Once you get started, you kind of just can put your weight where it's out of the way the most. So we're gonna leave our left leg stationary. We're gonna curtsy behind the right. But the deadlift is after it, so pay attention. Ready? Here we go. Curtsy, toe back, deadlift. You don't have to use your other arm, but I do want you to center your shoulders on that deadlift. Make sense? We're not gonna go wonky to the side, right? Center yourself. Deadlift. Isn't that good? Make sure you've got a heavy weight. If you're holding 2 weights because you need more, do this with 2 weights. You'll just be here like so, right? Deadlift on the 1 leg, the forward leg. Curtsy. Oh, you guys are gonna be doing this move all week because it's so good. Curtsy. Deadlift. Curtsy. We're doing 5 more. 5. 4. 3. Sweat is dripping in my eyes. 2. Oh my gosh, my hamstring is on fire. Remember, you got a heavy weight here. Last one. 1. Now we can put that weight down for a second. And we're gonna throw in a bunch of those little poppy jumps again. Side squat. Poppy jump, face the other direction, side squat. You can start with me, right? That makes sense. Squat first. Here we go. Squat, pop, pop, squat. Pop, pop, squat. Pop, pop. Do people say pop a squat still? Is that a thing? I haven't heard my 16-year-old say it. And he's usually my source of all things cool teenager. Pop, pop, squat. Make it your own. Fast, really high pops. That'll bring your heart rate up. If you're thinking, I could do this all day, Erin, this is nothing. This just makes my nose run. Keep going. 10 seconds. One more. Nice. All right. Jumping jacks. Nice and simple. You're like, thank you. Something regular. Ready? Let's go. Just the jacks. Regroup. Keep moving. Now, I don't want to make any of you guys feel as if you're not challenged today. I'm gonna stick with my jacks. If you feel like you need a bigger challenge, right? That's your choice. My eyes are stinging. Sweat is running into my eyes. I just envision all of you doing these. You're like, yeah, Erin. And I'm the only one here as the teacher. Being like, no, I'm gonna stick with my jabs. So that's what I see. Nice job, you guys. We are gonna hang here for 20 more seconds. If you're doing regular jacks with me, which I'm sure none of you are, pick up the pace. We can do that for 20 seconds. And there we go. All right, we're gonna do the curtsy, one-legged deadlift on the other side. I'm gonna tell you again, don't be afraid to use a different weight. You're not gonna be lopsided. We're doing a ton of stuff in class today. If that was too easy, get a heavier weight. You've done the one side. If you couldn't even finish half of it, get a lighter weight. Grab a second weight, okay? I tell my classes all the time, even if you're pushing yourself on weight and you can only do half the set and then you have to drop it down, that's cool. We have to push ourselves. We have to grow. So you have to make that push at some point or you're gonna stay where you're at, right? And we do not want that in anything. Okay, ready? Here we go. Curtsy, center yourself, deadlift. You can put this arm out here for added stability. If you're injured, you can do this with no weight at all or a really light weight. If you're not, this is a move that I'm expecting you to go pretty heavy on. Deadlift, curtsy. Whenever I ask you guys what your favorite moves are, or the moves you love to hate, they're never the cardio-based moves. The one, when I ask you which one was the worst, the absolute worst, they're usually the cardio-based ones. So I gotta decide what question I'm gonna ask today. I wonder if any of the cardio-based moves are that fun. Deadlift. Okay, guys, we're doing 5 more. 5. 4. 3. 2. I'm falling. Last one. 1. Curtsy. All right, set that heavy weight down. Nice job. We're getting towards the end. All right. What was I doing? Oh, okay guys, we're gonna do another set of jacks. This one's with a little hoppy pop in the middle. I'm liking that today. It's just kind of fun. There, okay. So let's start in kind of a pencil position. You're gonna give me 2 jumps, boom. 2, 2, 2. Get that heart rate back up. We're getting towards the end of class. Right at the end, it's going to be mostly strength moves. So let's use this last little bit of time to get that last push, heart rate real high. Keep going. Pop, pop, jack. You got this. We're getting there. Keep going. 10 seconds. And there we go. All right, this is our final real heavy cardio-based move. You're gonna touch the ground in a squat. Turn, jump, touch the ground, turn back, okay? All right, bend your knees. I'll show you how to modify if you need to once we get going. Don't modify if you're tired, modify if you must, okay? All right, ready? Here we go. Touch, touch. So if you need to modify, you're gonna touch your knees if it hurts your back, okay? And you can also step around if you can't jump, okay? Otherwise, this is the end of the cardio. So push it. Speed, height, all that. We're in our last 20 seconds. If you have to slow down, that's fine, don't quit. One more, over and back. You did it. All right. We're gonna go into a static forward lunge. I have 3 more moves for you. They're strength-based moves, okay? So if you hate the cardio stuff, it's over. Okay. This move can be done with a weight or without. If you are feeling completely, totally fried, and you already know you don't need a weight or you're not gonna be able to use a weight, leave it to the side. If you think there's a chance, just set it because it's gonna be by your front foot. We're gonna go in a static lunge. That means we don't change legs, we keep both feet on the floor, even though most of our weight's in the front leg, okay? You guys ready? Get down in your static lunge with me, really low, okay? Now I'm gonna show you how to do this without weight, so start there. Stay low. Your legs don't move. You hinge forward at the waist, push through your front heel, hinge forward, push through your front heel, okay? So, you really wanna engage your hamstring and your glute. If you wanna try the weight, put it in front of you on your foot, bring it up. Put it down, bring it up. Time has already started, so you choose. But I want you to right yourself by pushing through your heel. If it's all quad and you don't feel it in your hamstring at all, keep going. You need to get your front foot farther out in front of you so that more weight is in your heel, not squished up into your toe. We only have 10 more seconds. This is a challenging move. You can do this for 10 seconds. 2 more. 2, last one. And 1. Let's see if we can stand up. That's that side. We're gonna take a quick breather. Catch your breath. Now, that's horrible. I get it, it's terrible. If you used your weight on the first side, even if you're like, that about killed me, I do not want to do weight on the other side. Start with it, try to do at least a little bit with the weight, okay? All right, see guys, I'm gonna do my cute outfit thing, and I'm gonna be like, all pitted out. Oh. Okay, other side, ready? Woo! Let's go ahead and get into our deep, deep lunge. And let's go. Touch, bring it up. So if you're using a weight, you're still pushing through your front heel, but you're setting your weight on your knee. If you're having trouble balancing, turn your back foot to the side, okay? You want to push through your legs. Don't lift with your back. If you feel like your back is compensating and it's hurting and you're using a weight, get rid of your weight. If you're not using a weight, you should be here, okay? And if your back is just too fried to come down that low, you're gonna go like this. Push through your heel here. Lean forward, push through your heel. The key is to push through that heel and feel this through your hamstring. We have 10 seconds. Gut it out, whatever you've got going for this final 5 now. Give me 3 more reps. 3, 2, last one. 1, now let's see if we can stand up, right? All right, final move. We're gonna lay down. I want you to have your heaviest weight because we're gonna do some bridges. Some of my favorites. I want you to load up on your hips for these bridges. So you get to decide, do you need more than one weight? Do you have a weight that's heavy enough? Grab a couple if you have no idea. We are going to do at least 2 sets. I'm gonna start with my 25. And when I'm pushing really, really heavy weight, I like to put it across my hips while I'm upright. Put it right there on your hips. And we're gonna go ahead and lie down. This is a swivel hip lift. You can always get rid of your weight if you need to, so start with weight. I'm gonna get our time going, and then follow along with me. Raise your hips up, hold that weight in place. Now, you wanna push your hip to the front, push your hip to the back, push your hip to the front, push it to the back. So it's a little swivel. You are using one leg more so than the other, each direction, right? Push it up to the back, up to the front, up to the back, up to the front. Nice, all right. Obviously, keep your butt off the ground. Use as heavy of a weight as you are able. Swivel one direction, swivel the other. One side, other side. Back, front. Keep going. Back and front. Now, if this isn't starting to burn and feel challenging in your hamstrings or your glutes, your weight's too light. So if you have another one, you can stack on there. Or if you have a heavier weight, keep that in mind. We're gonna do 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, and 1. Put your backside down. If the weight's bugging your hips, you can set that down for a second. We're gonna do a second set, slightly different. with our weight again. I'm just gonna leave mine here. Catch my breath for my 10 seconds. To restart the clock so I don't have to think or do math. Okay, 2 more hip lift versions. We're only going for 60 seconds. You need a weight that is heavy enough that you are dying at the end of 60 seconds, okay? All right, second set, slightly different. Follow along. Hips up, lead the music. Knees out, knees neutral, down, up, out, neutral. Butt down, up, out, neutral. I love this version of hip lifts. Really gets the outside of your glutes. So press those knees as wide as you can. Out, neutral. We're going 60 seconds. You're already 30 down, so you should be feeling this in your butt cheeks already. Make sure you're on point with that weight. We're almost there. You got 5 more seconds. Last one. And set it down. All right, we're going to challenge ourselves to the bitter end. This is a version of a one-legged hip lift. So I want you to take your heaviest weight and put it over the hip closest to me, okay? This is the leg we're lifting with. It needs to be at a 90-degree angle. This leg is there for balance. You're going to kind of straighten it out here. It can be totally straight. It can be slightly bent, but you cannot push off this leg. Only this one, okay? We're gonna try it. This side, then the other, and we're done, all right? Ready, lift up, kind of get in a position that you're not using this other leg. Here we go, up and up. Do not be afraid to adjust. This leg that you're lifting with, you may find that you need to take your foot farther out or bring it closer to you so that you can really feel this in your glute and hamstring. It's up to you. 2 things will make all the difference here. 1, that you have a heavy weight. 2, that you're just using the one leg. Keep going. Oh my gosh, my butt cheek is on fire. And we still have, how much? 15 seconds. Oh my gosh. One more. 1. Oh, put that down. We're going to get rid of the weight for a second because we're on our very last set. All right, I'm going to shake it out. Oh no. Oh, I thought I kicked my phone. I forgot it's right here. I'm too tired. Okay, now your weight is going on your back hip. Be careful. Especially if you've got a real heavy weight, okay? Let's see if I can get it on here. Okay, so this leg is at your 90-degree angle, maybe a little bit farther out. We're not lifting with this one. You guys ready? Let's get this last one, right? Let's get done. Here we go. And lift. Make sure you've got a little range of motion. It doesn't matter if you set your backside on the ground. It helps me to have a little more range of motion. I know I'm leaning towards you, towards my straight leg, but if you kind of lean yourself towards the leg you're lifting up, it'll give you a little more range of motion. But you don't need much with that heavy weight. Just concentrate on only lifting with the one leg. Ugh. I like to have a slight bend in this leg, but you don't have to. Hang in there, guys. We're almost done. This is our last move of class. 15 seconds. 10 seconds. We can do that. One more. And one. Oh, get rid of that weight. You guys, we made it. Don't go anywhere yet because we're going to chat for a second. Oh my gosh, I am so sweaty. Okay, go ahead and give your knees a little bit of a hug. Circle them out. We're going to sit up and do a quick little stretch. Those of you that completed the workout, and I'll mention this again after we get done stretching, what do we want to do for a stretch? You know what? After that last move, let's give ourselves one of these while we're talking, right here. If you're new, I know Tina's new because she let me know. If anybody else is new or relatively new, let me know. That's fun to hear too. What do I want to know about class today? Oh, did you guys have a move that you just absolutely hated? Like the second it started, you were like, how many more seconds do we have to go, please? Or did you have one that you just loved? You're like, oh my gosh, I'm going to do that one all the time now. I already know the one that I hated. I'll tell you guys at the end, because I want to see, usually many of you have a similar one that you hated. And then if there's anyone that did not get the memo that I'm teaching class at 7 a.m. this week, I so apologize. All my classes are saved. So today, if you show up and it's later and it's 8 o'clock and you're like, what? You can still do the class, it'll be saved. Just remember, all week, my classes are gonna be at 7. I'm gonna give the 7 o'clock time a shot. I know some of you that's good for, some of you it's not. And we'll talk about it at the end of the week and see what we want to do moving forward. This week I have to do 7 a.m. And you guys, I'm not even joking about this. It's because I have so much fruit and garden things that I have to pick right now. I have to do it early in the morning and get done. Like really. I'm not even making that up. So that's why it's early. So Courtney, let me know if you have a move that you hated super, super bad today. Courtney's always good for a favorite move or a super crappy move. Lisa, you love that last hit move. Oh, the one-legged one? I know, that one was burning my backside like crazy. Did anybody have a move that they want to share that they absolutely loved today? I'll tell you the one that I loved. I'm actually going to do more of them probably this week maybe. I loved that curtsy single deadlift combo. I loved that. And then I also have a move that I very, very vividly and clearly remember, and I hated it. Do you guys want to know? Does anybody have one that they hated? So I can see if we have the same one. The hated moves are always the cardio-based moves. What did you hate? The static lunge towards the end. Oh my gosh, Jenny, that's a close second to the one that I hated. This static lunge where you have to touch the ground and bring it up. No, that's hell. That really is. So I hear you. You liked the side lunge with the kick squat. I like that one too. Let's see. The hop squat was super tiring. Yes, the ones where we hopped. True. Lacey, I like it. Courtney, that's what you were going to say. The deadlift combo was your favorite, Courtney? I'm just going to assume it was your favorite. This is the one I hated so badly, I almost said a swear word. This one. You remember that one? No one else hated that one as bad as I did? I think it's a hamstring thing for me. Thanks for being here with me today. 7 a.m. tomorrow. Spread the word about classes. They're free. Thank you guys. Let's see, Tina, it was so hard. I need this though. I'm gonna stick with you guys. Tina, everybody welcome Tina, she's new. I love to hear things about you guys. One of these days, we're just gonna have to stick around and like chat. So Tina, thank you for telling me it was your first day. I love that. It was welcome. Okay, now I'm gonna do my cute outfit thing and I'll post it on Instagram. And this is what I'm gonna look like. But these pants are like the best pants ever and they suck everything in. So I'm gonna talk about them. Pardon the sweat, all right? You guys have a great day. I'm gonna go pick some stuff. Sarah says, welcome, Tina. Thank you for saying that, Sarah. I really wanna foster a friendship and a group atmosphere and a support system here, even though we can't meet together in face to face. So I truly, truly appreciate when you guys interact with each other and you interact with me. So thank you. I said again, I'm keeping these groups fairly small. I'm not posting links or anything. I am letting people know about it, but I just say you have to go find me because I want people here that really want to be here. So thank you for working out with me and we'll see you guys tomorrow.